It's your man, the Afro-Rican, Orlando Crespo.
Oh.
Guess what? Giving you the rice and bean. Know what I mean? What up, Slime? Hey.
You know what it is. It's your boy, Carly Park Sean, coming in here a little paint wet. Ain't a little seasoning with some reasoning.
Yeah.
And we got another version up in here today. But I want you to do the honors.
Oh, man. Is that right?
I want you to do the honors.
Sounds good. Hey, let's go. Hey, I like to introduce my childhood friend over 21, 22 plus years.
Woo.
I mean, hey, long time listener, first time guest.
Yeah.
It's Kenyatta L. Gordon. We want to give a shout out to all them folks in New Orleans viewing in today. She's a local. She's a speaker, coach, branding leadership consultant, and author. So show your love. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce my road dog, my friend, straight from Louisiana, New Orleans, that is.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenyatta Gordon.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for coming.
He tired. You wore him out.
Oh, yeah. I wore him out.
You wore him out. He played all the drums.
He does it all.
Do you even like us that much?
Y'all
Y'all know who it is. Let's get the show going. This guy here done made me mad already. Let's go.
We got history.
Let's go.
That's the 18th right
Let's
there.
go.
Oh man,
What up?
He tired. I need to get him a towel, man. He played all the drums.
Where that intern at? Need towels in here for the 18. He tired.
They ain't coming.
That was a
not
long
coming.
intro.
They ain't
Long
coming.
intro. Oh man,
I'm just passionate, man. I mean, it's always good to see good people,
yeah,
and that's a real blessing.
yeah, it's good.
I appreciate you coming in, hon.
Oh, of course. You know, I couldn't pass it up when you asked me to come in now.
Is
Like,
that
we
right?
got history. Like, we got history with secrets that you can't tell. I can't tell, you know.
That's right. That's right. It's all
They on the
good.
secrets already. It's gonna be
You
good.
know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we can
That's
sit back on this
bro.
one.
Yeah, this gonna be
We can sit back on this one. Okay.
This gonna be good. But
Right.
first off, let's talk about you. Let's get into all of that whole list that he just read off. Let's
Yeah.
get into all of that.
man.
You know, where you from, how you started, how you got to where you are, and all
But
that good
baby,
stuff.
you know,
okay,
like you
all
said,
right,
I'm from
well,
New
there you go.
Orleans.
Here she go.
There you go.
She ain't sound like that when she walked in the door, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Let them have it, babe. Let them
There
have
Home
you
of the
go.
Bayou, the place that everybody want to come and they want to come a party, but you always want to talk about us, you know.
It's all good.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me on here. I'm extremely excited to be on here, you know, to be a part of the boy gang, should I say, the guy gang, the bro gang.
Yeah, it's all good. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's up? Don't be shy with me on here now.
No, we want you to go and give
Yeah.
us the whole spread and give us, you know, and what you
Who I
do.
am. Okay,
Yeah, who
so-
you are, what you do.
I am Kenyatta L. Gordon. I am a brand leadership and sales communications consultant.
Okay.
Originally, like you said, I'm from New Orleans, but I grew up here in Atlanta, so, you know, both of my home states.
That's what's up.
My background is in PR, marketing, brand development. You know, my goal is just to help professionals, especially of our ethnicity, Black Americans, to be successful. Because I recognize a lot of things that we do that are hindering us from our greatness. A lot of the way we think, the way we move, you know. And so after years of doing what I've done, I've just decided I've taken everything and created my own lane, you know.
Yeah.
Recently, I realized, okay, I wanted to get out of doing more strategic development and working one-on-one, and I was looking to see where my passion was, my calling, should I say, not my passion, my calling was.
Oh, wow.
And doing research, I thought about, you know, what I really, really love with helping people is the understanding of they never really understood how to interact with their customers and how to deliver their brand and how to just to build that trust within their brand, build that name, should I say. So I started doing some research and I realized, did you guys know that in America, Black Americans spend $1.3 trillion a year, right? And it's increased, I think it was like 112% since 2000. But get this. When I started listening to all the podcasts and all the conferences, because I was like, last year I told myself, I said, in 2020, I'm speaking on somebody's big stage. I don't care what it is. No more of these small little stuff, you know, in Atlanta. I mean, not trying to down or whatever, but it's ready. It's time for next level success.
Sure.
You know, and I realized that all of the podcasts, all the conferences, all they ever had was the white guys in the khakis.
Right.
Or even the white females in the khakis. But it was never us. So I'm like, how can you tell me how to buy or how to sell, and I'm the largest minority or the largest group, you know, that buys your goods, but you're telling me how
money.
that spends money, but yet, so that was my goal, was like, no, you know what? No. It's time to disrupt the industry. And now I need a stage. I need a space on the stage.
There you go.
Okay.
And so when I started pitching myself. I started designing all these different training programs. I took everything that I learned, everything that I experienced from previous clients and created all these different training programs. And I started pitching myself. And then I eventually, when I pitched myself, this is a month. I told my friend, I said, I'm no longer speaking on a small stage. I'm about to speak on 2021, huge, big stage, and that's all I need. That's all I need to take. And then I pitched myself, and then a month later, I did my follow-up pitch, because that's what we do in PR. You do your follow-up pitch and so on. And I get a call back from Jed Blunt, who is like the god of sales leaders in the industry. You look him up, you see Jed Blunt everywhere. Because I pitched myself at a conference called Outbound Conference.
How did that make you feel to get that call, though?
Man, what I tell you, I ain't gonna lie to you, I cried.
That's real.
I bust out crying. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, oh my God, because not even just that, I just went through a lot last year. So then when that came, I was like,
just felt crushed.
Right, like literally this conference. And to tell you, when I pitched myself, I was like, oh no. I had like the angel and the devil on one shoulder. And I was like, girl, this is at the Georgia World Congress Center. They don't even know who you are. Don't do that. And the other one, like, girl, if you don't go on and pitch yourself, when they look you up, they're going to know that you the one. They're going to look at all your content you got out there, and they're going to know that they got to have you there. Right. And that motivation side of me, I'm talking to somebody else, my clients, my friends, whatever else. I pitch myself, and I'm like, oh my God, yes.
That fire brewing under you.
Yes. And so, so now I'm speaking at the Outbound Conference at the Georgia World Congress Center. I just did an interview with... I
saw the LinkedIn joint. That's what's up.
Yeah, LinkedIn. I just did my first interview with... give me a second. But he's huge and all the way in London.
Okay.
Oh,
like,
okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Making moves.
Like you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I ain't moving nowhere.
You that world-class supermodel.
Well, that was back in my day. I'm getting a little weight on me now, so I know to smoke some more cigarettes and just drink water. I get back on my model stuff, what I'm talking about.
Back to her. I don't even
Go ahead, bro.
Oh my God. Back to you. He ain't talking about
that. Okay, what?
All good.
Tell us more. It's more. What more?
You gotta ask me.
You came in here with some stuff.
Yeah.
Come on now. Look, we need to be charging you because we doing it for you. Like,
I'm humble. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
I mean, that's cool, but we need,
you got books. Like, we ain't got no books. You got the books.
I got books. I got training.
I mean, tell the people.
So, you know what I'm saying? Okay, out of everything that everyone's going through, right?
And the camera.
Where's this camera right here, right? Yeah. Out of everything that everyone is going through, you know, COVID-19, Corona, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I hear a lot. I mean, I've even had a friend who lost a child through all this. Another friend whose child was going through the actual virus of 104.5 fever and everything, you know. And most of my friends know that I'm the one, like I said, I'm the calm in the storm. What do you got to calm down, sit back, and that's one of the techniques I do with my clients too. It's like, okay, you're frantic because you came to me now when you're on this down slope and you're trying to stay up, and so now I'm like, okay, you have to learn to breathe. Sit back and breathe. You know, you can't change anything. You can't change what, you know, is
you don't have control of.
That you don't have control of.
Sure.
Correct. And then I always say, find the positive in every situation. When you begin to finally like just rest yourself, take time to breathe, you then finally begin to find the positive in every situation.
Yes, sir.
I look at this COVID global pandemic as a positive within a negative. You know, positive forces in the negative. You know, if you're in business, you might as well take, you know, all the benefits that are given to us as small businesses and so on. And so I was like, I went through a lot last year, and I felt like I couldn't catch up because the world was just going so fast, you know. And then finally, the world is at a standstill, and I was like, this is my reset and you know.
Yeah, for a lot of people.
Exactly, rest and reset.
Sure.
You know, and for a lot of people, this is rest and reset, if you think about it. Because you think about L.A., the smog is gone in Italy, the canals are clear, the wells are coming. You know, this is God's time of saying, look, my people, I gave you something beautiful, and you're taking advantage of it. You know, so I was like, okay, this is not time for me to stop what I'm doing as I'm climbing my ladder. This is time to, like, continue climbing the ladder. That's right. So last year, as I was going through a lot, I did a training, an online training platform. Okay. And the online training platform was for my signature training, Are You Your Walking Billboard? Okay. And part of that is Command Your Presence, because it's different stages of becoming your walking billboard. It's 6 different stages. Gotcha. And so with Commanding Your Presence, like I said, I did the online training. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a book. Because everybody don't want to log on and actually do self-training.
So you actually wrote a book.
You wrote a book.
Yes. I wrote a book.
Wrote a book.
Wow.
And it's a short book, but it's straight to the point.
That's all we
that's
need.
What
that's what we're looking
exactly.
for. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Because I was like, it's short, but you know what? It's so detailed. It's straight to the point. It's stuff like I've had people review it before I actually, you know, did the final edit.
Sure.
And I had a friend tell me, she was like, everything that you have told me that I just kept blowing off. I read this and she was like, I finally realized why you're telling me that.
Wow.
It's very, I'm like,
it resonated with her.
Yes. I had another friend who hit me up and she was like, I can.
Okay. You can say what you want to say.
Okay. She was like, girl, this damn book is speaking to my life. You know, so, and I had another, so Command Your Presence is just pretty much is talking about how to communicate online and offline. And it says a guide to effective sales communication online and offline. But at the end of the day, we're all sales professionals. We're all in sales.
Sure.
You don't have to have the title to be a sales professional. Right. You know, I just narrowed down my niche. And my niche is, like I said, sales communications and brand leadership. That's my niche. But what I talk about is geared towards anyone. But in branding, I know it's best for you to narrow your niche down and then build off of that. You know, that's one of the first questions I ask my client. Who's your target audience? And they're like, everybody. And I'm like, everybody's not the target audience.
Right. Everybody ain't doing
Everybody
everything.
ain't the target audience because a 18 to 25-year-old receive things differently than a 35 to 45-year-old.
Absolutely.
You know?
So you deal with structure and appeal.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when people hear branding, they think logos and website. And I'm like, no, it's more to branding than that. You know, that's just the aesthetic side of things.
Got you.
Okay.
And marketing, you know, there's many collaterals of marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then people have used the term branding; they've watered it down.
Yeah,
Right.
I hear that a lot. I hear it a lot.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it irritates. It's like an itch I can't scratch.
Right.
You know, and so it just irritates me. So that's why I've narrowed it down to as the branding side of me, sales leadership, and sales communication and leadership consultant.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
So
Where,
I deal with
can we get that?
aesthetics.
Where can we get this book?
This you can get on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Right now it's on pre-order.
Okay.
The official launch date, publishing date is May the 4th.
May the 4th, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
You can get
May
that.
the
But
4th.
I am hosting because we're on quarantine, stay at home.
Okay.
Sure,
So that's when the branding side of me came out. And so I'm hosting a virtual book launch party.
All right.
All
on
right.
Okay.
April the 27th.
All right.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And 10 people will win
Oh,
a copy,
book.
autographed
Okay.
copy of the book.
Okay. 7 people can win a book because all
10.
ours free today. What y'all saying?
10. Oh, you're so silly.
I told
didn't
you.
even catch it.
I told you.
I can't with you.
So we taking that.
But then
Okay.
Okay.
And we got
Okay.
another
Okay.
one.
What's up?
Another
What's
book.
that?
Okay.
Okay.
You
Another
holding
one.
out on us.
this is the Mind Manifestation Playbook.
Okay.
Oh.
And what does that consist of?
Yeah,
The
break
Mind
that down.
Manifestation Playbook is really I'm a lover of planners,
Okay.
and organizers. You know, because I'm a planner, and it's pretty much
A lot of people need that though.
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna do another version where it's
For is men want it? I say it. I say it.
because
Yeah, men
initially
want
when
it.
I did it, it was because it was for females
Right.
because a lot of times we go through things like we're known for when we get out of high school and we go to college and we have this career, and then we're told we have to get married, we have kids, and then all of a sudden our career just
Right.
Yeah. To the
to the
wayside.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you get 10 years down, 20 years down the line, you're like, what happened?
Right.
But I can see that one is about the size of a Bible. I was probably gonna be about the size of that first book, like real small. I
Right.
was just gonna, yeah. 'Cause
It
y'all-
ain't. It's the
y'all
same
got-
thing because
y'all gonna have a lot to say. We don't-
No. It is actually it's a planner.
Okay.
Okay.
You see, but what I do is I'm big on manifesting affirmations and everything else, and I talk about a lot of times when we have goals, and I always ask people, what are your top 5 goals? And they give me this list of things, and then the number 1 goal is more so it's like their passion or whatever else, but a lot of times it's more so of a want versus a need.
Absolutely.
So pretty much it's going to be catered to you and
Right. And that's it. And
the
that's just a
five-
small. That's a
yeah,
small
5
dose
or
of things.
6
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But your number 2 goal is more so of a need.
Okay.
So then I have it's like a self-assurance type of book.
Okay.
So then the next step is write down your pros and cons. You
Gotcha.
know, for number 1 and number 2.
Uh-huh.
Whichever one has the most pros, that's the one you need to leave with. But then the next step is recognition and excuses. You know, because
Uh-huh.
what stops us from succeeding in our goals is excuses.
You're right.
I say it's like going to AA. You know, before
Right.
what's the thing you have to say? You know, you have to.
I don't know. I ain't
admit
never been
Name
there. I don't
is
know.
I ain't
Orlando.
never been
Oh, okay.
either.
Because, you know,
Yeah.
this turned into
Well,
a confession.
We all
Oh,
watch
okay.
TV. We all know
Oh,
psychology.
okay.
It's all good.
You know, hi, my name is.
Right.
Hi, my name is Kenyatta Gordon, and I have an issue with constantly scrolling on social media and making excuses and procrastination and blah, 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 and all the other stuff right there, right?
Right. What's your problem, Ralph?
I ain't got no problem.
Look at that drink.
Lies,
It's,
all
it,
lies.
that drink gone already.
My problem right now is I need Theo to go get me some more of this drink. I done left the bottle.
You're right. The intern took a day off today.
Right,
they
right,
out
right.
today.
He
they
shot
are.
out. Man.
I tried.
Right.
Yeah,
I
he did.
can't.
It's all good though.
But yeah, that's one of the So it's just step by step, and then I talk about affirmations, and I have like a list of affirmations in there because every like in the morning times I have a YouTube playlist of affirmations.
Okay.
And I play those in the morning time.
Yeah.
All right.
To keep me going, especially when you go through, because I ain't gonna.
You got your list posted for people to that might want it.
Do I think it is. It is on my YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I send it to a lot of friends too, but depression does hit everybody.
Absolutely.
So, and a lot of in our community too, blacks, we have to recognize that.
Right.
And so, when those times where I'm like, oh my God, it's not going the way I want it to go, blah blah blah, I have to play those daily.
Right.
To keep me going. I have to keep my stickies on my mirror in my bathroom. And I always tell people, put your stickies on your mirror in your bathroom.
Sure.
Because what's the first thing you got to do every morning?
Brush your teeth. Wash your face.
Wash that ass.
And spray a little your Tom's way.
That plug.
Oh, yeah.
That plug.
So, yeah, so you got to see that every morning. So if my goal is, because my goal is to eventually be making $60,000 a month.
I feel you.
You know,
Wow.
So if I see that on my
That's
mirror
heavy.
more, I'm like, hold up,
You got to get to it.
I ain't here. Hold up, okay,
Yeah.
what's the plan? Why am I not there? Okay,
Yeah.
create that plan.
Right.
Speak it into
Okay.
the universe, man. It'll manifest.
Exactly, and that's
Okay.
what it's all about, and that's what this is all about. And it's just helping you create those goals. It's helping you to say, okay, you haven't attained. A lot of time we look at the big goal as the prize, and it's not the prize. It's the steps that you take.
Absolutely. Yo, people
It's
really
It's the
do not-
journey.
That's the part
It's
that
the
people
journey.
don't get, because you only celebrate the goal for a little bit of time, because then you got to move to the next thing. But what you did to get there is what you'll always remember. I always tell people that. I think I helped you write that book. I didn't want to put out there. But, you know what I'm saying?
Like when I wrote this book,
Right.
to do this book, literally, I did it. And my daughter was like, "But you started 2 weeks ago."
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I wrote the book,
Right.
started it 2 weeks ago, edited, revised it, published it, and then when I did my copyright, oh my God, I was like,
That fast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
it was like a
That
celebration.
fast. Damn, you got it done. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's
can dig
an
it, man.
accomplishment.
Yeah.
You know, even though I haven't reached New York Best Time Seller yet.
You on your way.
Yeah.
Yes,
You on
yes,
your way.
I'm
That's
your
celebrating the
start.
process.
Absolutely.
it's
You
the
on your, we ain't
process.
worried about that.
Yeah.
You got what you want to do done.
Shoot, sitting right here. This
Absolutely.
is
Right.
Now you on here with us.
With the hunger room.
You welcome.
Welcome to the
We
hunger room.
got
baby.
you first, raw,
You know what
uncut.
I'm saying?
Hey, but let me say one thing. I appreciate you. That's my friend, man, and she gives a heartwarming testimony.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely appreciate you coming in, and not only that, in the midst of what's going on around here in this world now, a lot of people are just uncertain about things, and fear has set in and has taken them. And you have found the guts to put a book out there in the midst of this chaos and confusion. I commend you for that. I'm
Absolutely.
proud of you.
Oh, and I'm doing number 2. This
Are
is
you?
a series.
Right
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna be an
Oh, you
8-part
talking
series.
about that? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be 8 chapters.
Okay.
It's gonna be a thicker book. Cause this is a series of Are You Your Walking Billboard?
Hmm.
This is the one.
Okay.
Command Your Presence. The next one is Become the Choice, Not the Option.
There you go.
I am the choice. I ain't gonna touch that. ain't gonna touch
Exactly.
it.
That's how
Oh,
you're
what I
supposed to
always tell you, the gift in the box.
be. I like that.
Gift in the box,
Give it
baby.
the
I told
box.
you.
Yeah, you say that all the time. And you was talking about just being able to brand and move yourself. I've been selling myself for,
It's prostitution, sir.
I know, but it was not taxed.
We're not talking about that. That's another show, bro. That's another show. What's up? You gotta
about
put your
to get
glasses
good,
on.
right?
Yeah. I see. We about to go somewhere else.
So, no, well, I'm just saying, you know.
What have I got myself into?
Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Sometimes you have to know how to play that line, though, to where being professional and being real are two totally different things. In your line, where has it come to where you had to say, okay, this is really what I wanted to say, but I couldn't do it?
Can I stop you for a minute before we get into that?
Well, you gonna do it anyway.
Can you tell the people where they can find your books, where they can
No doubt, definitely.
Hit you on the.
I thought I did that.
We did that. He been drinking. He needs some more.
We did that.
They probably didn't. They probably didn't catch it.
But you know, we always do it at the end of the segment.
Okay, we did it. Well, we remember she forgot about the other book, and then we
We had to put her on spot like that. Go ahead,
right.
do what you got to do.
I'm promoting this one because it's a new one.
That's
right
the
here.
new one.
It's
Okay,
your
and
fault.
that's the one that I was like, okay, where can we find it? And she said it.
But
We
both
could do
of
it
them-
again.
No, okay. So my manifestation playbook is just on Barnes and Noble, and I will come out with the universal version of it. You know, but this one right here, and you can find it on my website, createthebrand.co. But
Yes.
there we go.
Let's get that
Thank
up
you.
right.
Thank you
There
for looking
we
out for me. Command Your Presence. Are You a Walking Billboard? Command Your Presence version 1 or series 1 is not will be on, or is on actually, pre-order on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So you can get it in the ebook as well.
Okay.
And you can get it on my site, createthebrand.com. And you can get it by coming to the virtual book launch, April 27th. Go to createthebrand.co, go to events, click the link, register, join, and you may get a free autograph book. And I don't know how I might be feeling that day. I may do some more. So.
All right, that's my dog.
Okay,
That's my dog right there.
Appreciate that. Go ahead, man.
You sure you want me to go?
ahead.
I mean, you're not gonna stop me this time because I was
Hold on.
He was just looking out. Look.
I had to get my Teddy Riley moment on. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm still emotional about that shit. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, brother, he blew.
Oh man, it was a wrap. But I was saying that kind of go along too with being real and being professional.
Oh man,
He blew it on the super extra.
he wanted to get paid.
He thought he was
wanted to go get
performing.
paid?
Okay.
Right, he did want to get
wanna
paid.
get paid.
Right? Oh my.
You wanna get
Okay,
paid.
let's move on. Let's
Yeah,
move
please.
on.
Teddy Riley might be on our
yeah.
show one day. Y'all relax.
For one thing, he got to make sure his mic working.
You gotta tell me about this. I was like, what is going on?
It don't. Hey.
Hold on, man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was by myself last night.
You still owe me money.
Oh man.
Don't
Back
do
to
that.
what y'all was saying.
Okay.
Y'all gonna eventually have to tell me what happened.
Oh,
I
yeah.
woke up this morning like, what is this Teddy Riley and Babyface thing?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a long story. Trust me, you ain't missed nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's what
Absolutely.
I heard.
That brother beat COVID and Teddy in the same week.
That's enough. Moving on.
Okay. What is this? Oh, about being professional and keeping it real. What do you have to kind of play on that line, that real small line there?
Because what if somebody come to you with like something crazy, like, yeah, I want to be a rapper, and they like 60. Like, how do you like? Do you tell them, or do you be like, yo, I'm here to do a job?
No, I'm gonna keep it real. One thing about me, I'm not gonna do a job just to be getting some money.
Okay,
That's when you-
integrity about us. Look
It's
at
not even integrity. It's just
Integrity.
what you mean. Somebody might come out with a
the
song.
passion behind it. Like I'm not.
He could be passionate.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna be passionate behind it.
I got these dentures. Got this bad knee. So you can't rock with
Oh
that?
my God, you sound like a lame 1980s or early 1990s movie.
Damn.
You'd be like, what was this?
But all seriousness though, like if somebody come to you with an idea that you just feel is far fetched,
I'm gonna keep it real with them,
gonna-
and that's what people want nowadays. People don't want. It's long gone as the days where you wear the suits and the ties and everything else, and
right.
Nah, people want the realness. They want authenticity. Like they want you to be authentic.
Okay.
Right.
So to me, it's like being professional is being authentic, but not being
Fake.
fake,
Okay.
and then still not being. It depends on what arena you're in.
I feel
So if
like
you're like in the
yeah.
corporate
Right.
area, whatever
Right,
else, I'm
okay.
not finna be like cussing and
Right,
Oh, it's
right,
censored
right.
then.
Right,
It's
yeah.
censored.
Right.
The
I mean,
difference
yeah.
is being censored.
Right.
Okay.
But if you're in TV and you're professional, they want Cardi B.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times, at first, when she first was on social media, before she was popular, I was following her. I was like, oh my God, this ghetto. But then when I started hearing, she's actually smart.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. She ain't.
Yeah,
She
smart.
is knowledgeable. Yeah. She knows. She
Politics,
everything. Like
I'll admit, man, everything she touches now like turned into gold.
Yes.
I'm like, damn.
But still, I can't say that. Yeah, I don't listen to it. And then to kind of go off of what you was just saying, though, I think they parade us around like that because they like to eat off our culture. Mm-hmm. So they would uplift you to make you look like a clown, just to say, hey, look at this clown.
But that is part of it too.
And you'll make money off of it, but it goes back to you having integrity.
But it goes back to us recognizing it. So if you go to think about, oh my God, what is his name? He wears the hat with the like the Mario Brothers thing. What's the rapper?
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Rapper. Yeah. Chance the Rapper. Mm-hmm. He's very but he was woke. He was open. He knew how the industry was.
Right.
So he didn't allow them to control him.
Right.
And that's what some of our issues is, because we want the success so bad
that we sacrifice.
We sacrifice, exactly. Yeah. So be yourself, be authentic. That's what we want. You know, utilize social media, because right now we have the world. Remember how you walked in your home, your aunt's home, your great aunt, whatever, and they had this big old wall with all these encyclopedias and everything.
Right, the blue joints, the blue with the gold on.
Yeah.
I had the green with the cream.
I think mine was the burgundy with the gold.
Mine was blue with the gold.
Mine was green and cream.
Yes.
With the gold trim.
My mom actually had my stepdad build a bookshelf wall in it so we could have them all.
Yeah, right. That's how ours was, right.
Yeah.
But right now we have a world of information and an encyclopedia right in the palm of our hands.
At your fingertips.
Every single day. My daughter be like, Mom, what is this? And you got your phone right there, right?
Right.
Google it.
I always tell my friends that, like, yo, the phone more than just porn. You know what I'm saying? Look up something else.
Dang, what kind of people you hanging out with, Brett?
Y'all. Y'all.
Cut the camera off. Cut the camera.
Don't cut it off. Keep it rolling.
Don't throw me under the bus like that. I've never sent you a message. Okay. One of the little ping messages that come in your phone at 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. You know it's porn on there. Like, and my son got the phone like, Dad, you got a message from Big such and such? Oh. Give me that phone, boy.
Look, I get messages at work. I'm like, man, I can't look at this around nobody. Because they be over your shoulder like, what are you looking at?
Right. He said, man, listen.
Get off.
He all quiet.
I got to wait till I get home and light a candle and cut the lights off.
Oh, damn.
You been in Corona before Corona. Okay. All right.
How many towels are you using?
But I do want to say,
back to what you were saying.
I do want to say though, that was one of my issues when I first started getting into this arena and the corporate and trying to deal with that.
Sure.
Like, oh my God, I got it. And I'm not trying. No, it's not trying to be accepted.
Right. Absolutely. No, we passed that. We passed that.
Disrupt the industry.
Absolutely.
If they don't, I don't care if you accept me or not.
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm still going to make my place.
It's too many lanes for me to have to follow yours.
Exactly. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, y'all always follow us.
Absolutely.
Y'all always steal what we have.
We are the trendsetters.
So I'm not, there's no, I'm going to be me.
Better say that, girl.
I was just recently asked on an interview that I did this week, and he was like, well, what do you think about, people trying to be the different person? I'm like, no, you be authentic. And I'm just being myself. And I'm like, if I forget what I have to say, you know what? Hold on. It's Corona right now. I'm at home, You got to excuse me real quick, And he's just like, I love it.
Right, that's real.
This khaki fairways type of person, the white guys. Accept me for who I am. And that's all. I'm going to be who I am at the end of the day. I'm no more,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm glad you said that, because I had just a question in general, kind of changing gears a little bit.
Okay.
But it's still in the same realm. At what age or what point in your life did you find that confidence to just say, you're going to accept me for who I am?
2 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Really? That long. I
How old
learn
you?
something new every day. And I've known him for over 20 years.
But you got there, so it don't matter. You got
No, okay, so all these years, like you said, you've known me for all, because everybody has always known me to be this confident person. You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do it, and that's who I've always really been.
there. All right.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know, even my mother. You know, my mother was a minister.
Okay.
And she always used to try and tell me, and I used to be like, you can't tell me who to be and how to be. You know, I'm your mom. No. But that's always been meant. But it wasn't until I've been going through stuff. I was in a bad relationship, domestic abuse, emotional abuse, all types of abuse. And I realized I really wasn't as confident as I thought I was.
Okay, that's heavy.
And then now I'm like, I didn't really know myself.
Okay.
You know, I didn't have a father who was like, I had a father, and I don't like to downgrade my parents because they did the best. You know, we're not taught a manual to be a parent, and he was very, very successful, very successful, owned his own business, everything. But the person I am today, he doesn't even realize I am who he is.
Right.
Wow.
He didn't teach me. And he thought that I should have been with the person who was abusing me regardless.
Just because you was with somebody.
Yes, who had
Who
great
had
job.
success,
And,
right.
exactly.
But
yes.
you wasn't, yeah.
So, and then the type of person I am, you know, because you know me, you
Sure,
know, I'm
yeah.
confident. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't allow myself to be in certain environments
Right.
that's going to make me feel a certain way. I don't care who you are,
Right.
be my family or not.
Right.
So I had to separate myself from my father.
Okay.
But although I was that person, it wasn't until recently where I was like I can say a year ago that I can truly say I'm happy who I am right now.
That's what's up. And she's doing what makes her happy. A lot of people have to do that. Do more of what makes you happy.
Everybody should.
Can't
try.
live for somebody else.
Because
Go ahead, I'm listening.
even with being an only child, I'm an only child.
Sure.
So being an only child, I couldn't go to social events by myself. I used to always have to ask a friend to go with me.
Right.
And networking events, I would have to ask a friend to go with me. And that's where Are You Your Walking Billboard came from also.
Okay.
I would have to ask friends to go with me to networking events. And then my friends would be like, but you're not shy? Like you thought? I'm like, yes,
Right.
I am shy. Then I had a friend, she was like, oh my God, you really are shy. I'm like, yes, because you guys know me.
Right.
So I would go to networking events and they would talk and blah, blah, blah. And then it would be a waste of time because I'm like a shadow now to them. Because
Right.
I would have to wait and give me a glass of wine till I loosen up. And now I'm like just.
Life of the party.
I'm telling
No,
you.
I'm not life of the
I
party.
just wanted to see if you was gonna go with it.
I'm life of the party by the friends I'm with.
Right.
But in those events, now I'm just the what is it? What did you call when you the wingman?
Wingman.
Oh, you're the wingman now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now when we're at networking events.
Right.
And so then I told myself, I said, I'm gonna take myself. It was 2017. I said 2018. I'm going a whole year by myself. I can't ask anyone to go with me to any networking events. I got to go to 2 different networking events a year, and I have to join a club. I accomplished that goal. I joined the Atlanta Buckhead Club, which is prestige.
Oh, sure.
You know, and I joined the Atlanta Black Chambers, and then I started going to networking events every week, you know, just to be comfortable. And that's when I finally got out of that, what do they call that stage? The imposter syndrome.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Imposter syndrome.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Explain to us what that is.
The imposter syndrome is you know what you know, and everybody else around you know what you know, and know that you know what you know, but yet you don't believe in yourself. You feel like an
Wow.
imposter.
That's deep.
Okay.
Really?
Right.
And
That's
I
what.
can't-
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think that's what separated us. Cause your ass got too big for me. And, you know, it's been 20 years since I seen the motherfucker. I'm just you really want to. A lot of discussions we've had over the phone or whatever. Well, what happened?
Secrets.
And she gonna tell me
All these
you
secrets.
just.
All these
You know
All
what?
these secrets that y'all got.
You know what she say? You just cut me off. Excuse me. You forgot about the little
Orlando
fish.
was my hangout
Forgot about the little
partner.
fish in the
I
pond.
mean, y'all ain't gotta explain that to us. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
he was I would be like, I want to go have a drink. come on, let's go. You know, we be going everywhere together, and we gonna have drinks or hang out, whatever else. That was bro. That was bro. You know.
Okay, she said was.
I mean, he is.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know, I ain't drunk.
1738. Shut up.
Okay.
But he was like, he's best friend, bro. You know, like.
Oh, we get it.
I appreciate that,
Yeah,
baby.
we got it. You're explaining a little too much, but it's all
come
right.
around.
Yeah, so I don't guilty.
I only get her attention if I'm putting her on a platform.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
We got some catch up to do anyway. But she said something about being a wing person.
Well, I wanted to ask you. Originally, the question was for the table.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When did you get your confidence?
Oh man, I always had swagger.
Goodness.
At the point you're using the word swagger in your 40s, that ain't true.
That's
that
not
light skin.
yeah,
that light skin mentality.
I'm not gonna let y'all keep jumping on my homeboy. I'm not gonna let y'all keep jumping on my partner them like that.
Gotcha. She come back.
Follow. I added him up. Go.
Okay.
I don't care about none of that.
You know, you had the curly little fro, the elbow
You look like El DeBarge for real. Okay.
Just a light skin woman.
Oh, okay.
A light skinned woman.
She go to bars. Dude.
Somebody told me one day I look like a little Asian lady.
Did you punch him?
You should have slapped him. You should have karate chopped. You should have karate chopped him right in the neck.
You put your hands on somebody.
I said, let me take my shades off.
I know that's right. Let me explain to you a couple things.
Oh man,
Was it a dude?
it was a dude.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to talk to you.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I would have karate chopped that fool.
You would right?
I would have karate
It
chopped.
caught me off guard, so I just had to eat it. You know, I'm like, damn, fucked up.
I ain't
You
need.
know which
I
way
ain't
you
need no.
flowed.
I ain't need that
I'm
one.
put some jiu-jitsu moves
It's
on you or
something.
something. You want Asian? I got that Asian for you. I got that.
Yeah, I don't know. I said about around my 30s, early 30s.
Early 30s.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it a certain event or something that just happened that made you just be like, man, I'm good where I'm at?
Ooh. This might go left. But no,
We got time, bro.
no, you know, when my brother passed, I kind of looked at everything differently, and I just had kind of got set in my ways or whatever, whether I was wrong or right. I just felt like you couldn't tell me anything after that.
Right.
I was just numb to the world. Not in a negative way, though. You know,
Right.
I consider myself to be a pretty good person, but I matured a lot, and I put things in different perspectives, and I was a listener too. You know, never really criticized anyone or whatever like that. But
Hey, believe it or not, you still that way though. You still that way, man. That's one
just
thing
you.
about you, man. You.
I appreciate that,
Yeah,
Ralph.
I mean, you be on my ass, but you know, other than that,
Yeah.
But you do it in a way of just big brother.
Yeah.
Even though I'm older than you, but you know what I'm saying. But you can't tell, but you know what I'm saying. But
He check
you know what I'm
everybody.
saying.
He smallest one be checking everybody.
You keep us in line, man. That's
Yeah,
real. That's real.
definitely.
You
I
still that.
appreciate
You still that guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you.
Yes, indeed.
What about you, brother?
What about you, bro?
Oh, you want me to go first?
Absolutely.
Come on, man. You know, I was about 7.
I knew
You
you
know,
were
they
say
took
something
me
crazy.
out of elementary school and put me
Right.
right in the modeling camp.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so I've been modeling, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Oh my God.
I think I kind of got mine kind of early because I was always skinny. Another thing I'll share with y'all, my teeth was messed up, like younger. I didn't I had raggedy teeth. I ain't lying. So I wouldn't smile a lot. I didn't talk a lot. You know what I mean? Because my teeth. I was ashamed or whatever. So I got braces like in middle school. And that kicked my confidence up to where I started smiling, and people was like, hey, you got a beautiful smile. Like, to this day when I'm cheesing, why you smiling so hard?
Wow.
I said my dad paid good money for my teeth.
Oh yeah.
know what I'm saying?
What up, Frank? Oh yeah, Frank out
up?
there.
Shout out,
happening,
Pops.
Frank?
So, that grew in me. And then with me always being small, a lot of women be like, oh, you too little. You know, and I was just like, well, you know, at first I was like, well, let me work out. I'm on the creatine. I'm on eating ice cream before I go to bed. Peanut butter and jelly before I go to bed. And I still wasn't gaining weight. And it got to the point I was just like, man, the people that rock with me, they rock with me regardless.
Sure.
So I don't need all that. So I'll be that little dude. If that ain't what you're trying to see, then don't worry about it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then I say pretty much my confidence came in. It was probably about my mid 20s, mid to late 20s, where it was just like, I am who I am. I'm good. So,
Got you.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. Ralph, whenever you're ready.
You know how I do. You know, I take my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on nobody's time but my own.
See that? Yeah. God damn, I hate this shit.
Let me see.
Yeah, let me just, you know what?
Man, thank you.
Let me put mine on.
It'll be a minute.
Yeah,
y'all having a baby face.
Yeah, we're going to do the baby face because he was real cool last night. With all that foolishness, we just going to.
Okay.
We'll wait on you. Can you hear me?
On the real, I got kicked out the house at 17. I went to school, came back, things was different. You know what I'm saying? So we figuring this is like 97. But then I heard Dead Prayers, Let's Get Free.
Yes.
They first CD. And at that point I realized I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about what I gotta say.
Yeah.
This is just what it is. I got principles.
Sure.
I stand behind these principles. And that's just what it is. And so I would probably say about 2000, man. So I'm like 21. You know, I live by myself. I'm paying my own bills. I just realized that whatever I wanted to do, man, I could do it.
Yeah.
Whatever I wanted to say, as long as I was willing to back it.
Okay.
I'm going to roll with it. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
up.
So yeah, I would say about then, man. I guess you call it coming of age. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we'll leave it like that.
Dang, I feel like shoot.
Well, I want to know how you got kicked out at 17, though. He just kind of glossed over that.
What happened there?
I love you, Ma.
And she listening.
I love you, Ma.
She listening.
Man, at some age, man, you think you bigger than mama, but you ain't bigger than mama.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
So you had to do your own growth.
Yeah, I mean, but I went to school though. You know what I'm saying? I went off to school.
Okay.
Came back. It was just I was at the point where I couldn't abide by nobody's rules. I had lived by myself for 2 years, down to school. So to come back, I'm a different person. My mother, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like, nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And what was you saying about the whole wingman thing?
Oh yeah, man. You ever been a wingman before?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Well, I guess you don't have an issue. I mean, you like drop dead gorgeous to the ladies.
Look,
and shit
I got
like
stripes.
that.
You know, wingman. I got my stripe. I got like 7.
He just go out for the fun of it.
I'm trying to free everybody else up. You know,
right?
I tell people all the time. I try to free everybody else up. In order for there to be light, there must be darkness.
Oh, darkness, everybody, darkness.
I am the night.
I see that, bro.
You like 12:30. I'm like 3:30 in the morning.
So
Right.
you like purple.
Right.
Slow down. You be going a little too far. But I feel you.
Okay.
Yo, I am the worst wingman.
Oh, not you. I was gonna go out
You
after
know
the
why?
show.
He goes to sleep. I just got a story. I just got a story where he just fell
I'm
asleep.
gonna let you know that shortly.
For me,
Yeah.
if the wing is looking like, you know,
Which is usually.
ain't my kind of wing,
Right.
hey man, my energy is totally, I'm out of here. I don't even want no.
You spoil it for him.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Hey, you should do. Hey, I was always taught go by yourself anyway. So if I gotta be, hey man, I ain't playing that game.
Oh yeah, he will spoil it for you because you might show up before he does.
All the time.
Oh yeah, you definitely gonna get there before me because I need that text while I'm in the parking lot. What she look like? I need to get my energy right for this.
Oh my god.
You know? So
Well, go ahead. I'm listening.
I mean, it's just a thing with me, and I ain't saying I can't be cool with anybody, but usually that other person,
Yeah.
they in the same predicament, you know, as you.
You can't be cordial, man.
Probably
It's
not.
just-
Not
it's
on
just
that,
for a
not on that
couple of
situation.
hours,
Nah,
though. It's
that's
just for
why.
a
That's why you do.
couple hours.
That's why you go by yourself. I ain't worried about that.
What about the ladies? You ever had a wingman? You ever been a wing woman?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm always the millionaire matchmaker.
Oh, explain. to tell.
Yeah,
Do
let
tell.
her
Now I'm
Do
always
tell.
the one where, like, I'm always the one. I guess so recently, well not recently, around Thanksgiving time,
Okay.
my friends, I have beautiful friends,
Okay.
very pretty, very successful, everything.
Sure.
And I'll be like, white man got, hold up, what are you doing wrong?
They're not authentic when it's when it
Yeah,
comes
so
to
they're
life.
like, come go out. So I go out with them, like, so I have one friend, I'm like, girl, okay, so this is how you have to do it. Let me tell you, is that what a wingman is? Or is that a code?
No, I just sit there and be on some dumb shit.
Yeah, wingman is like, okay, say you and your girl go out somewhere, and then
Oh, you gotta
she
be
meets
there.
a
you
dude.
gotta be there.
She
Yeah.
meets
And
a
he
dude.
bring his
Yeah, you are
homeboy.
there. And he bring his homeboy. And his
Yeah.
homeboy ain't really on your level. And you see your homegirl is
ain't
like,
always
I'm really
true, though.
feeling.
That ain't
Well,
always
not
true.
always,
That
but
ain't
I'm just
always true.
saying.
Let 'em finish.
The wingman in itself is you just free up some space.
You there to
for
occupy
your-
the other person.
Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah.
so your girl can do what she trying to do.
Well, I've never been a wingman.
Wow.
Would you like one if you were in that situation?
Who would want a wingman?
So you've
I
been,
mean-
and she just said you basically was a wingman at this point, at some point for her.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying. Go ahead, Key.
What?
I'm saying, you said you never been one before.
No, I don't, not that I can
You have
recall.
friends that friends, and then y'all would hang out, right?
Right.
And somebody would try to talk to one of your friends.
That's
and
not a wingman though. Wingman is when y'all set it up.
Yeah, that's what normally a wingman is.
Nah, wait.
Yeah, because
for me,
if we out and then somebody come over, that's not a wingman.
if it's two of them,
Nah, if it's what happens is dog, you set that up.
nah, wingman is if we're in a situation. Let's say all of us went to the club.
Okay.
Okay, and you meet a girl and she got friends,
Okay.
and then
And they came.
and you and whoever you decide to talk to, y'all really vibing.
Okay.
Like y'all off to the cut, but then a lot of women, and I support it, kind of sticking together so your homegirl don't go off and something happen. But a lot of times you got to shake them off too, because they be like, nah, we good. We.
Right.
Huh?
I see
What?
it on TV, so I get what you're talking about.
So as a wingman, I have to create that division to say, okay, let me holler at you, what's going on, and blah, 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 so that you can get your business in.
Right.
That's a wingman.
Well, that ain't what I thought it was.
I think maybe I may have been subjected to be one. But-
and didn't even know it.
Yeah, but then I'd be like, what?
Oh,
See, no,
See,
yeah.
she got my energy.
Yeah, y'all the same. They the same.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a wingman date
Yeah.
right there.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's my energy right there.
Got you.
Word.
Right.
No.
So you ordered the fries, right?
Right.
Right, in his phone, like,
okay.
word,
How was your day?
okay, bet.
Word.
Okay.
Just doing this on the street.
I don't have time to be fake. I can't be fake. We don't connect. I'm not connecting with you. I'm not even attracted to you physically.
Can I say one more thing?
What?
Wouldn't you want a wingman if you were interested in somebody at the present time and y'all were
Why?
out on a date?
How old are
No.
you? 6?
If
For
she,
what?
I'm saying, if she wanted to go out, if she wanted her girlfriend to attend,
For what?
No, because majority of the time my girls know. Oh, if she talking to somebody, they go off on their way and they find someone else to holler.
You need
at.
somebody to help you?
Let me tell you what just happened. They went off by themselves, but later on, she just left me.
That ain't your real friend.
It happens a
your
lot,
real-
though.
Not in my
I agree.
world.
I agree
That
with
ain't
you.
your real-
But it happens a lot. You ain't got no friends.
Yo.
Y'all not
so?
his friends,
I just
so y'all
tolerate
can say
you,
it.
dude.
I just work with
I
this
just,
guy.
I just tolerate you.
We friends, not bro.
I'll let me let
Screw them, man. Screw them.
I love it.
Orlando, no, I'm a good one.
No doubt. Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh,
And she
man.
from New Orleans, so you know you ain't
I
going
get
hungry.
Yeah, you gonna get that
Ooh,
food.
you
You gonna
make
get
it
that
full.
seafood.
Hey, Harry Cannon, we know you'll never hear this, but if you hear it, when we go to New Orleans, we got somebody to call. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put you out there straight
He
like
got
that.
him. He got
Straight
him.
like that.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, that's so funny, man. Let's move on to something else.
My shirt looks good on the TV.
You know what? Your shirt looks great, and it looks great with this.
Right.
Boom, you
Ooh,
got
looking
that. All
like-
right.
Hey, Crespo, this
Okay.
Crespo.
Yes, sir.
This one, this when the body amazing comment happened. Watch.
Okay, just wait. Say it.
It ain't,
Say
it ain't Kenya. We know it's coming though. Go ahead, get out the way, though. Go ahead, get out the way.
I'm gonna move on.
Want me
Nah,
start?
nah, go
Can
go
I
ahead.
start?
Set it up so he'll say it. So set it
Don't
up.
she look like a plate of beignets with extra powdered sugar?
There you go.
Beignets are overrated to me.
freaking serious? I'm putting you out right now from your own show. Get the hell out.
I'm sorry. They taste like powdered bread to me, like sugar bread.
God,
I'm sorry.
Whenever I go home, I go to Cafe Du Monde and I get me some beignets and I be like, give me extra powder on top of it.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Wow.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you serious?
Give me my hot sign Krispy Kremes over beignets.
Oh, bye. That is not the
He's
same
so
thing.
ATL biased.
I'm telling you, it is what it is. Like,
Boy, wouldn't nobody agree with you
man,
on
I'm
that.
telling you, beignets, you might as just go and get you some honey wheat bread and put some powdered sugar on there,
That is
and that's your beignet.
That's disgusting.
Damn, honey wheat. Oh my God!
Wow.
Took some serious shots.
You gonna start it back up?
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
All right, but back to what you were saying, since you ain't gonna do what you usually do.
I'm sorry.
Let's go ahead.
I'm not falling for the banana and tailpipe. Okay. Oh, what I was saying something, huh? Oh, okay. What I wanted to ask was, right now.
Okay.
Yeah, get your lie together. Go ahead. Get your lie
No,
together.
but for
It's a
real,
lot
will I
of
be able to? You said what?
If you be able to survive,
Yeah.
if money was it was not important at all, could you survive? Well, money wasn't available to you. Could you survive in this world based on how you treated people?
After all I've been through in life,
Okay.
all I've been through in life, survival is money. It's not even a question.
Okay.
All
right.
Because I always base things off of walk through your tunnel.
Right.
Sure.
We're always we've been designed to our journey is our journey.
Absolutely.
You know, and in life, like those saying, you're born by yourself, you die by yourself. Well, I was the only child,
Okay.
so I never had anybody to depend on.
Right.
You know, not even my mother.
Okay.
You know, not even my father.
Right.
You know, and there was a time when it was just my son and I.
Okay.
You know, there was a time where I was in the ICU room,
Okay.
5 months pregnant with a massive blood clot in my lungs, and a 4-year-old son,
Okay.
Wow.
and nobody there to come visit me. Okay. You know, there was just last year where I went through a client who, this is my first time actually saying this.
Wow. Okay. An exclusive.
This is my first time actually saying this live because I've been embarrassed about it.
Get it together.
But then we all have a journey to go through.
Take your time.
Absolutely.
And our
Absolutely.
stories are a story to tell other people.
Absolutely. For
And
encouragement.
if you hold that story back,
it's a
you're
sin.
hindering
It's a sin.
others' success.
Absolutely.
And you're hindering your success. Because when you finally begin get to that point to where you're comfortable with who you are, God is giving you that journey to tell your story so you can get to that next level.
Okay.
But I mean, last year I went through a journey where one of my hardest clients that I worked so hard on, so passionate about.
Okay.
When their contract ended, y'all know they did chargebacks for 6 months. That was over $18,000.
What?
Wow. Get out of here.
So for a single mom, I had a staff, I had an office in Buckhead. That was a huge hit for myself.
Sure.
Right.
You know, so, and then it taught me who my friends were, who my friends really weren't.
Okay.
Even though you may have thought you were my friend,
Right.
you really weren't my friend.
Right.
My friend. Because as an only child, if I am close to you and I'm an introvert, now I can say introvert, extrovert.
Okay.
Right.
If I am around you, I call you, I talk to you, you're like my brother or my sister.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So when I went through, I lost everything. And the people that were not close to me at all were the ones that were there for me.
Right.
They were the ones that all of a sudden my phone would ring because Cash App, there's $100 and something in there.
Right.
Right.
Just because.
Right.
Right.
You know. But I didn't depend on that because I didn't expect it.
Right.
And so that's where that fire inside of me was like, girl, you got to survive. You got kids that's depending on you. You got kids that are looking up to you. You got kids that are that you have to influence for greatness.
Right.
So that's when I was like, that's when I tell myself, like, I don't allow the whatever's going around me to stop my success, to stop me from moving forward, to stop my greatness or whatever else. I just keep on moving forward. So I hope this is on the same, this is on the same topic.
I mean, go ahead, do you?
Back to make success. To create command my presence.
There you
go.
go.
Okay. Look at the plug. Look, you see that plug?
So she
threw
would
in?
survive.
There, full circle.
But before I did that, guess what I did?
Okay.
What you
I
did?
manifested. I created a playbook and I manifested it.
Put that thing
She
in
slid
motion.
that right
That's
in
what
there.
I'm talking
Put that
about.
thing
You gotta put
in
the
That
push
PR
back.
side of me,
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
Margaret.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But no, but for real, no. That's where all this come from. All this,
Right.
Yeah.
these books
Right.
that I do, they come from within. You
That's
know,
what's
I talk about on my YouTube, one of my YouTube channels. I talk about walk through your tunnel.
Okay.
Right.
You know, when you walk through a tunnel, you got to think about it. When you're going through a tunnel, right? The tunnel, when you first drive up to the tunnel, right? The tunnel is like
Small.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's dark. But you're in the light.
Right.
But as you're driving through that tunnel, it gets darker and
That's right.
darker and darker.
Right.
And that's the trials that we're going through.
Uh-huh. Sure.
And if you turn around and you try and leave, run away from that trial, you're going to keep going through that. Those trials are meant for you to make it to what I like to say, hashtag next level success. Okay. Because guess what? At the end of every tunnel is what?
The light.
Right.
It might be a train though.
I was thinking that too.
You know what?
I was thinking that too, dog. Fine ticker. Take a low, take a
Train
low.
at the end of the day,
Take a low.
Boy, you crazy. We feel you, babe. That definitely.
But no, at the end of every tunnel is light, but you have to walk through your trials, and you can't depend on anyone else, because God didn't put you through that trials so that you can depend on others. He put you through the trials so you can depend on Him, but also believe in yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
You speaking of that? You felt that?
I received it.
I'm saying you felt that.
Look, oh my bad, I got a little thing.
You know what I'm saying? You felt that.
But no, it's because I didn't been through this stuff, and I'm like, and I see so many people going through it, and they be like, oh my God, I'm like, girl, bro, pick yourself up. You sitting here, you're in the midst of struggle, and you can't get through that struggle because it's all the negative. Once you start really finding that positive in that negative situation, then that's when you start digging yourself out. What they call it? Crabs in the bucket?
Crabs in the bucket mentality.
Crab. But you got that one crab that sees the light.
That's right.
I wanted to piggyback off of something you were saying earlier about your friends. I think a lot of times we get it misconstrued as far as who you can, not saying who you consider your friends, but we have this whole misconception thinking that we got to talk to our friends every day. A lot of the people that I deal with, I don't talk to a whole lot, but I know, like she was saying, when she was down, them people that came through, them people that's going to always be there, them the people that I know got my back, and we don't have to talk every day. But every blue moon, I'm going to hit you up, just check on you. If you hear I'm down, I hear you down, boy, I'm pulling up. You know what I mean? And that's more important than somebody you talking to every day. And then as soon as something happen, they ghost.
But you know what I noticed, though? When I was going through, I literally lost everything. I'm not even going to lie to you. Just last year, I lost everything. And I had one friend tell me, oh, I'm not worried about you. Well, not one. I think two friends tell me, I'm not worried about you because you always come back on top. You always come back 10 times stronger. Okay. But I don't want to go through it by myself. But back to what I was saying, I went through a lot of stuff and I lost everything. And in that middle of that time, it was like, I needed a place to stay. And I heard, oh, I can't have anyone stay with me because my landlord this. I had a couple of people tell me that. Are you serious? I got 2 kids. And if you know me, you know I ain't trying to stay with nobody.
Right.
I've always had my own. I literally lost everything. I was at the point to where I was filing bankruptcy, and I heard God tell me, go file bankruptcy right now. And I was following my son somewhere, and I called him. I was like, no, we can't. I can't go with you. You go do this. I got to go do this. Right. At the bankruptcy office, guess what?
What?
Repo Man came.
Get out. The same day?
They probably be out there hanging out. They probably be out there. That's probably when they traps.
But it's just, I heard that voice. It's just knowing yourself and believing in yourself, and then still my relationship. Help you out.
Definitely.
So
I appreciate it.
But now here I am today.
Right. Made a lot of noise when you pulled up.
Hey! Made a lot of noise, you know.
Horses.
Hold up, but I got my car.
Horses.
Same car, you know. And the
Y'all
crazy
hear
thing
me?
is, that car that I got actually was a car that my ex had got me. And you remember that when I got that car?
Yeah.
Because he was cheating on me a lot and all this other stuff. And he was like, this is a makeup gift or whatever else. And then when we went through what we went through, then that car was lost. And so when I bought that car, I literally cried because I was like, oh my God, I got this car on my own. And,
Horses.
That's how, no, not that one. That's my son's car. See, I taught my son about credit and everything.
Oh, okay,
so that was his first car. He hooked it up. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
He got horses.
But mine's a Lexus IS250. That was the car that I wanted.
Damn, all out there. Damn,
Little quaint, little pinky up.
You know what I'm saying? Got me a Lexus.
But no, so that was just the car that, and then I went through that, but it's mine.
All day long. You did that.
Yeah.
That's all you.
Be proud of yourself.
Don't depend on nobody.
Yeah, be proud of yourself.
Depend on yourself. Believe in yourself.
That's right.
Success is within you.
What about you, Ralph? Could you survive how you treat?
Hey man,
let me get myself together, please.
He asshole.
Oh my God.
Let me say this, man. My last 4 years, maybe 5. Pulling myself out the gutter, man. Credit wise, just trying to rebuild who I was. I had to put my life in a lot of other people's hands, man, in different ways. You know, it was a point in time, man, where I Ubered every day back and forth to work. I ain't even had no car. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of money.
It was times where I ain't had the money to get home.
Right.
So the Nickel City Bully had to take me home. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out,
Fleck.
Shout out, Fleck.
Amongst other people. Shout out to all of them. Believe me, I very much appreciate that. I couldn't, after I got through all that, man, because I'm on my feet now, whatever, very comfortable. There's no way I could ever tell somebody no. It's hard for me to tell people no now, unless it's, you know, a want versus a necessity. So it's very hard for me to tell people no. If somebody need a ride, I don't even care if it's out my way, man. I got a friend, man, and she used to live an hour away from the job. I live 15 minutes. She would literally take me home and then go to the crib.
Right.
And she got an hour. I've been and took a nap or whatever before she even got home. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't. I can't see myself now telling somebody no. If it's something that, first of all, if it's something that if I give it to them, it's a gift. I ain't looking for it really back.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Or just I feel like they need that lookout because I know it was a point in time I needed that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't put myself in a position. I try not to. I need to depend on anybody, like the young lady said. But I understand when people going through shit and they need maybe a voice. So I will wake up out of my sleep if somebody got something on their mind. You know what I'm saying? If they need a couple dollars. I am not paying nobody's bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless it's, you know, a necessity bill. You know what I'm saying? If I got it, I need you to have that, especially if you got kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't letting nobody go hungry. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, man. I got you.
Got you.
You know, could I survive off who I've been? Yeah, it'd be tough. But who I am now, flying colors ain't no issue.
It's law of attraction, and that's what I believe in. Law of attraction. What you give, you will receive.
Absolutely.
Don't allow because other people are just don't want to give or ungrateful or selfish or whatever else to hinder who you are. Continue being who you are.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy.
What's happening?
He was talking about some cigars that we were supposed to get. He told us about a cigar yesterday. Oh, y'all need to get this. I thought he was going to ask.
It wasn't over with. They only did 3 songs apiece. Why you bringing that up, though?
I'm just saying, though. You try to put us on the cigar and you come
right.
up, man. But it's all G, man.
You ain't got nothing else on that little card over there?
Well, I'm saying, can I answer the question? Y'all want to hear my side of the
I
story?
do.
You want to hear my?
Yeah.
If you got to.
I got girly cigars.
I swear this guy thinks this is.
Oh, yeah.
I take y'all to the cigar spots. I don't even smoke, but I'll take you to the right ones, and they know me. Like,
You know what, Kay? I can appreciate it because a lot of women, they don't want that shit in their hair and their
Right.
clothes and all that. Man, she's so down to earth, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah, man. I'll be good. I'm going to I think and I tell y'all all the time, like, my blessing is the people around me. Like, a lot of people say I'm
You
blessed.
say that
for
a
this.
lot. Yeah.
I mean it. Like, my gift is the people around me. I'm nothing without y'all, you know what I mean? And that's why I always try to do what I can to make sure the people are like, I don't have no kids, but I got 1,000 godchildren. You know what I mean? Nieces and
Right.
nephews. And if any of them hit me up, be like, hey, Sean, do this, do that, boom. All right. And I might not get to see them or talk to them as much as I want to, but I know in order for them to even say, Sean, I need you for this if something happened to me, that go a long way, and that's heavy on my heart. So for me, I'm good, man. Like I said, y'all are blessing
You're going to make it. That's what's up, bro.
Definitely.
Appreciate you.
Man, yeah. And then Ralph, he got the new phone and everything. You see how he went through his struggle?
Yeah.
Now he come out, he got the new phone, new whip, all of that, man. Yeah.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Because I was getting tired of that. I was getting tired. I really get tired of him.
I know you ain't talking.
I'm glad he got his stuff together.
Oh, here come the secrets. Here come the secrets.
And on that note, we're going to conclude with
Oh, man. Did we have a good time up in here today?
yes, sir.
I think we did.
Yes, sir.
Ralph still froze. He ain't moved yet.
I mean, y'all talk a lot of shit, man. Wait till we turn these motherfucking cameras off.
What you got for us? First off, thank you, Kieta.
What platforms can we catch you, babe? What platforms? Give us the platform.
So if you go to createthebrand.co, you can find me for the professional side of me or whatever else,
Okay.
But on Instagram, I'm official K Linnell. And then TikTok, same thing. Official K Linnell, because I am officially a TikTok.
Lip singer master.
Yes. Yes. I love TikTok. So it's like TikTok almost famous. Look.
Okay.
Official K Linnell. Yeah.
With the books. The books one more time.
Books.
Plug them books, girl. That's what's up. Command Your Presence.
Command Your Presence, My Manifestation Playbook on Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Yes. And then you can also get it on my website, createthebrand.co. Not .com, but .co. Create the Brand, BRAND. And then, just Google me, Kenyatta L. Gordon.
That's what's up.
All right.
Handle your business, boy.
He feeling it. He getting in his groove.
This is what I pay for.
Getting in his groove.
Yo, that's the shit right there, though.
I love it.
I'll tell you.
Now check this out, though. Once again, we bring empowerment to y'all, man. This is a beautiful young lady. She got herself out the mud. She made some of her life.
Yes.
You know, check her out though. She ain't talking shit, man. She about what she talking about. James Baldwin said something I want to leave y'all with before we get out of here. He said you have to decide who you are and force the world to deal with you, not the idea of you.
Ooh.
Understand this, man.
That boy nasty.
We are the most powerful people walking around here. She told y'all how much money we spent. Imagine if we could take some of that money and really put it towards something really needed. Peace.
He is the 18th.
Oh, yes.